Hey, welcome to lesson 38. I can't believe it's already lesson 38. So, how about we get into it? There is nothing my holiness cannot do. Your holiness reverses all the laws of the world. It is beyond every restriction of time, space, distance, and limits of any kind. Your holiness is totally unlimited in its power because it establishes you as a son of God at one with the mind of his Creator. Through your holiness, the power of God is made manifest. Through your holiness, the power of God is made available. There is nothing the power of God cannot do. Your holiness then can remove all pain, can end all sorrow, and can solve all problems. It can do so in connection with yourself and with anyone else. It is equal in its power to help anyone because it is equal in its power to save anyone. If you are holy, so is everything God created. Think about it. You are reading this book, but anyone can read this book. Everyone is reading that they are holy because we are all holy. So everything God created is holy. Even the most obnoxious person in your life, that person God created, and he created that person holy, pure, perfect, at their core. So the thing is, in our lives, everyone around you, we have all picked up misconceptions. We've started to believe in things that we don't need to believe in. We all have picked up grievances and held on to things instead of forgiving them and living with fear and worry. But if we all dropped all of those things, if we all lived in perfect peace and love and let go of the past and stopped worrying about the future, but we were all present now and choosing love, then you would see how holy we all are. It would just be. Okay, I'm going to keep going. You are holy because all things he created are holy, and all things he created are holy because you are. In today's exercises, we will apply the power of your holiness to all problems, difficulties, or sufferings in any form that you happen to think of, in yourself or in someone else. We make no distinctions because there are no distinctions. So what you see in another or what you see in yourself, it's the same. And you may have heard people say this before, but often when you find something annoying about someone else, if you really think about it and get honest and self-reflective, you'll realize that that's something you do or have done that is annoying. And so the thing that's jumping out at you is just a reflection. It's a mirror. It's an opportunity for you to realize, oh, I don't like that about me. And then change or accept it and say, you know what? That's me. It's okay. All right. In the 4 longer practice periods, each preferably to last a full 5 minutes, repeat the idea for today, close your eyes, and then search your mind for any sense of loss or unhappiness of any kind as you see it. Try to make as little distinction as possible between a situation that is difficult for you and one that is difficult for someone else. Identify the situation specifically and also the name of the person concerned. Use this form in applying the idea for today. In the situation involving blank, in which I see myself, there is nothing that my holiness cannot do. In the situation involving blank, in which blank sees himself, there is nothing my holiness cannot do. From time to time, you may want to vary this procedure and add some relevant thoughts of your own. You might like, for example, to include thoughts such as, there is nothing my holiness cannot do because the power of God lies in it. Introduce whatever variations appeal to you, but keep the exercises focused on the theme. There is nothing my holiness cannot do. The purpose of today's exercises is to begin to instill in you a sense that you have dominion over all things because of what you are. In the frequent shorter applications, apply the idea in its original form unless a specific problem concerning you or someone else arises or comes to mind. In that event, use the more specific form in applying the idea to it. This lesson does come across very for lack of a better word, churchy with all of the God and holiness, and I just had to personally look past that, let that go. That was me holding on to past experiences with the word holy, past experiences with the word God, and realizing that I had resistance because I was holding on to negative experiences that I had had, or I had not forgiven experiences that I had had in the past in relation to religion and things that seem biblical. So if you're having that same kind of resistance, look at it as an opportunity for forgiveness. Look at it as an opportunity to say, okay, I'm going to try to just put all of that behind me. Forget all of that for now anyway. Just try it and let this course be a new experience with God. Let it be a completely fresh and new experience with these words. Unfortunately, a lot of these spiritual words have been tainted for many of us because of experiences with religious leaders who maybe were not doing, I don't know, I don't want to be judgmental of them, but just experiences. You can fill in the blanks. So the thing is, in order to communicate, the Course needs to use words that we understand and that make sense to us. And so holy and God and these types of words are necessary in order to convey the message. So I had never thought about this until just now, about the thought that this is a new experience with God. This is a new experience with Jesus, and this is a now experience. So drop all the, church camp thoughts that are in your head, or you had to go to like vacation Bible study and it drove you nuts. Whatever it is that is making this difficult for you, give it up, give it to your higher source, and ask for help in being able to look past that. I think that this is an incredibly powerful lesson. Our holiness reverses all the laws of the world. Now, I have not fully experienced this one yet, but I have seen how much change can come when I embrace the lessons as fully as I'm capable of. Your holiness then can remove all pain, can end all sorrow, and can solve all problems. That is big. That's huge. I mean, you might feel like that is a pretty lofty promise to make, and you may not be there yet. I know I'm not fully there yet. I feel closer to it than I was when I was doing this lesson for the first time. And I know if you keep with it, you will too. I do feel like the more I'm connected to the source, the less sorrow I have, the less pain I have, really. And whenever I have a problem, I bring it to the source and I meditate on it, and solutions do come. So, all right, there's nothing my holiness cannot do. And that's true for you, and it's true for everyone. So have fun, see what you can learn, open your mind, open your heart, and I'll see you for the next lesson. Bye.